Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have the Airport Authority approving their new budget. City of St. Augustine Beach is warning residents over fake event. The old Goodwill is being replaced by bad feet, and a new proposed bill may require new teachers' oath. We'll get to all that more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We have Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Facial Rejuvenation Center, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. August Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. You can support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and you can download our Apple App Store. All right. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, happy Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Weekend Eve.
I've got my American Party merch on.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Vintage.
Looking good.
And new. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you got them both supporting,
I know.
supporting the old and the new.
Yeah. I like that. All right. Happy Thursday, Blake. How we doing in the booth?
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
We're at the startup screen behind you.
I was trying to pull up the traffic camera, so
No worries.
I haven't picked the image yet.
Yeah. We got images going everywhere.
I know.
So,
it's funny.
no.
There lots of searching today.
Yeah. So no, and I was on the phone most of the pre-show, which I don't help anyway in the pre-show. So
Well, you help.
I'm around. Yeah, I help by like going. No, we're not going to do that one at the last minute.
Yes,
So
you veto in the 11th hour.
yeah, that's how I help and don't help all in the same realm.
Boy, Blake almost has a heart attack.
Yeah,
once a week.
You hear the huge sigh out of Blake, like the exhale
Facts.
of disapproval of his dad.
But that is your prerogative because you're the boss and it's Boss's Day. Happy Boss's Day.
Oh, thank you.
I totally didn't think about it, so I didn't brag.
That's okay. I don't consider myself a boss.
Okay.
So if that makes anyone feel better, I mean, I have all the stress of paying the bills and all that, but
Yes.
I still don't consider myself a boss.
Oh,
Especially here, you're in charge.
briefly.
Yeah.
For about 45 minutes, I'm in
Yeah,
charge.
you're in charge. You're in charge. I'm the sidekick.
Nice. Well, sidekick, do we have question of the day?
We do have a question of the
All
day,
right.
and question of the day is, who is the best cartoon animal character? Who is the best cartoon? There's a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
So, Grape Ape. I mean, there's so
Yeah.
many to choose from. So,
Classic, I'd have to go with Bugs Bunny.
Mhm.
He's sarcastic and smart and knows how to dress in a costume. I got to go with put it on. Do not disturb. I got to go with Bugs Bunny for classic character, but I really enjoy Ray Ray from Princess and the Frog. He's so
okay.
sweet and romantic and loyal, and
Mhm.
I like Ray Ray.
All right. Blake,
lightning bug?
Blake, who you got, man?
I'm going to go with Tom and Jerry.
Okay.
Despite the picture
Very
behind
classic.
you.
Wait,
Yeah.
people actually like Scrappy Doo?
I thought that's what you were going
Yeah,
with
Scrappy-
since the picture was there.
Scrappy Doo was the jumping of the shark of the Scooby Doo
Yeah.
show. So
Yeah.
Scrappy Doo was okay, but he was the jumping
Was
of
that
the shark.
Scooby's illegitimate kid?
No, he was his nephew.
Nephew. Okay.
Scooby had there was a lot of people in the litter.
Okay.
So it was his nephew.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
And Scooby Dooby Dum was also, I think, his cousin.
Yeah,
You guys remember Scooby Dooby Dum?
I don't.
All right. So you got to put Scooby Dooby Dum
All right.
up there.
Yeah.
But I've kind of bounced around quite a bit because I'm a big Peanuts fan, so I like Snoopy. I think Snoopy's awesome.
Mhm.
But I think I'm landing on Donkey from
Yeah.
Shrek.
From Shrek.
You know, because I've always been a huge Eddie Murphy fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm landing on. I think Donkey is my favorite animal character, cartoon animal character. So
I think Donkey gave Eddie Murphy a resurgence.
Mhm.
He had kind of fallen into the like very B-C movies. He had ridden Nutty Professor to sequels and it wasn't doing well, and he was in that space thing that nobody saw, and then he kind of didn't do anything for a while, and then he did Donkey, and he got a career back.
no,
There.
and it was a great character.
Scooby-Dum.
That's Scooby-Doo-Dum.
Scooby-Doo.
So how many people remember Scooby-Doo-Dum out there?
I don't, but I have had a lot of experience with Great Danes, and there are some very derpy Great Danes.
Yeah. So Garfield's one of the answers out there.
Yeah,
Alvin and the
classic.
Chipmunks. I mean, there's some great ones.
Yeah.
I don't think Optimus Prime is an animal.
What?
Sorry, Kelly. We're looking for cartoon
Yeah.
animal characters.
Optimus Prime
So,
doesn't have a pulse.
Astro from the Jetsons. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great ones out there. And there's many to choose from. So
Yeah, for
there
sure.
is no wrong answer except for Optimus Prime right now, Kelly. Kelly's like, screw you, Troy. Your
Save
beard
that
looks
for-
horrible today.
It's all askew. Save that for favorite
Yeah.
vehicle day.
Yeah. So
That
Woody
would work.
Woodpecker was so annoying.
Yeah.
What is going on? Like, I've had 5 phone calls in like literally 30 seconds.
I don't know. The world's falling down.
Is there something happening out there that I don't know about?
Yeah,
People need to
yeah,
text
yeah,
you.
There it is
probably,
again.
Probably.
All right.
Man.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So I bet someone wants you to buy something once again.
Yeah. So,
Always.
yeah, that's a given.
Is it breakfast orders for
Yeah.
people?
No.
So if you put it on Do Not Disturb, I'll remind you to take it off of Do Not Disturb after the show.
That never really works out.
Well, now would be a quick check of the weather, but you're
It is.
busy.
No, I'm a multitasker.
All right.
It is nice,
Liar.
except for all the freaking phone calls. It is nice.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Ben 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets. Ben 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music throughout the week. Open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Ben 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Is the elevator stuck, Dad?
Oh, no.
No. Don't even bring that bad karma on me like that.
All right.
You know, I have other people that bad karma.
Oh, man.
Sure. All right.
Well, the traffic is moving.
yeah, traffic's moving well.
Traffic's not stuck.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
That's not the problem.
There's no leaks. It's sunshine out, so I don't know what's going on.
Indeed.
So.
All right. That Hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with full fare guests through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. You see that moment where my mouth blue screened and I tried to say St. Augustine and St. John's at the same time?
Yeah,
It's going to be a great day.
it'll lock them up.
Every time. All right. City warns residents about possible scam event in St. Augustine Beach. City officials are warning residents about a social media event that has not been approved or permitted by the city. The city says the post has been circulating online, inviting people to take part in an event at St. Augustine Beach. Officials say the event organizer does not have a city permit, and it could be part of a scam. They're urging residents to be cautious before engaging or sharing any personal information with this event or the organizers. Anyone with questions can contact the City of St. Augustine Beach to confirm whether an event is in fact legitimate. Well, that's a real pisser.
Yeah.
Are you
I
going to
mean,
invite people to a party?
Yeah.
Not there.
Oh, well, I mean, they get them to pay, and then the parties never actually happen.
Pays, tickets, what?
Yeah.
That sounds like a festival.
Yeah.
Like a 90s fest or something. Can you imagine selling tickets to an event that doesn't happen? And then not refunding people money? Wow.
All right.
Never happened before.
And the mayor the mayor just popped in and said,
Sorry.
You can't scam the dadgum good people of St. Augustine Beach. That's coming from the good mayor.
We love the good mayor.
Don't try and scam the good mayor's city.
Don't be scamming people. Make your money legitimately.
Yeah.
Wake up early and host a podcast.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, but go find your own front.
Yeah. Or rent space here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can rent space.
We have availability.
Yeah. I'll pay up front if you're this guy.
All right. Moving on, since I kick hornets' nests. St. Augustine podiatrist finds footing in former Goodwill space. After a Goodwill store in St. Augustine vacated over the summer, a local podiatrist building is moving in to take its place. St. Johns County issues a $1.45 million permit Tuesday to Insight General Contractors, Inc. to build a 9,382 square foot medical office. That is really specific. On right at 2005 US 1 South. All About Feet and Legs, which focuses on lower extremities, will be the building's new tenant. Founder Dr. Rosanna Rodriguez bought the property in July for $3.15 million. All About Dr. Rosanna Rodriguez, LLC, purchased the land from Goodwill Industries of North Florida, Inc., according to public records. Her business currently operates from an office at 6 St. John's Medical Park Drive and about 3 miles away from the new location. Goodwill closed its former location in August when it opened its 7th North Florida location at 135 Epic Boulevard.
Epic.
My daughter has gone there. She really likes the new store. All About Feet and Legs is near my dentist, so I've seen it. So I know exactly where it is. I haven't been there, but it sounds like it could be a relaxing place to go. Do they do massages?
I do not know. So
All right.
I do not know. I could use a massage today.
Yeah.
So I got people wanting me to be a concierge. I got people that want me to pick up a check for them. I guess I'm a bagman now.
Well,
The 5 people that called, they're all different.
They're all different, and they have a different job for you.
They're all different thing. And some of them are like, okay, are we still on for the meeting I have at 9:30? Well, yeah, I didn't call and say we weren't. So.
Jeez, like so you really are the godfather of St. Augustine.
Quentin Tarantino, interesting choice.
Yeah.
I hear he likes feet.
Yeah. Awkward. Quentin. That was Quentin likes feet, not so much me.
Quentin.
I mean, yeah. I'm not afraid of feet.
Yeah.
It's not something that
I'm not afraid of, but I'm also not particularly partial to. How about that?
Yep. I don't have any corns, Diana. I actually have pretty good feet for a dude.
Yeah.
Even like the only time my feet are bad is the week I get back from hiking. And my toenails are all gnarly and stuff like that. But besides that, I have pretty good feet.
So I was the girl that brought all of her nail stuff in a caboodle when I was traveling around to my family members' houses, visiting family. And so I do all the women's nails. And my grandfather's like, well, I don't need my nails painted, but I do need my toenails done. And he pulls off his farmer boots, and he's got the funkiest toenails I had ever seen. I had never seen like thick old man toenails before. And I very calmly was like, okay, granddaddy. And I start working on his feet. He let me work on him for about 5 minutes, and then he started laughing. He's like, okay, you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
So
Man, I'm just loving all the answers for them. I'm bringing back so many memories on that.
He's distracted by cartoon characters. Well, congratulations to Dr. Rodriguez and All About Feet and Legs. I hope your new location is fabulous. I'm glad that space is such a good spot on you.
It really is a good spot.
So I'm glad that is in the works to become something new.
Yep. When I need my feet worked on, I know where to go.
Exactly. All About Feet
Go
and
to
Legs.
Rosanna Donna.
That's the name of my Roomba.
Is it Rosanna Donna?
Yeah, my first Roomba was Rosie.
Never mind.
Obviously. the Jetsons. And so it's like I can't have a second Rosie. So it's Rosanna Dana. So I had to look up how to spell it. It's a lot of N's. That Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. I've got Shell at 146 King Street at 284. I've got Owens on South Ponce at 284. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard at 284. Mobil and Circle K on South Ponce at 285. Gate at US 1 North at 293. Circle K on 207 is 295. Gate on Mizell Road is 299. Circle K on US 1 North is also $2.99, and we've got a couple of goose eggs with Shell at North Ponce and Sunoco at North Ponce. No prices. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law. Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. We've got live music. Jim Lamb at Milltop Tavern at noon. Brooke Garwood at Ben 39 at 1 o'clock. Zaza Flamenca at La Cocina at the Cellar upstairs at 1 o'clock. Chife at Marina Munch at 2 o'clock. Smoke and Joe Shower at Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 3. Craig Smith at Ben 39 at 4 o'clock. Denny Blue at Guy Harvey Resort at 4 o'clock. John Q at Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Benny Jacobs is at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock. Trevor Compton is at St. Augustine Shores Golf Club at 5 o'clock. Good Time Charlie Band is at Beaches at Volano at 5 o'clock. Redfish is at Conkhouse Marina Resort at 5 o'clock. Joshua Tennessee Worthy is at Cimarron Golf Club at 6 o'clock. House Cats at Prohibition Kitchen at 6 o'clock. Polyrhythmics at Colonial Oak at 6 o'clock. Thick and Thin String Band at Pescavolana at 6 o'clock. Cliff Dorsey's at Pierre's Pub at 6. Reggie Starrett is at Salt Life at 6 o'clock. The Warren Treaty is at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall at 7:30. And Versatile is closing out the night at Tradewinds Lounge at 8:30 p.m. That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to floor replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right. Tapping into the trends. We have some
We're tapping.
green energy fodder for Mr. Troy Blevins.
Oh, God.
We know how you love recycling centers.
I don't mind recycling centers. If you take it there and that's what you want to do, I have no problem with recycling centers, and that's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
But don't send a big-ass diesel truck out to pick up 3 bottles and tell me it's worth it. Doesn't work. The math doesn't math. Recycling centers, I don't have a problem with.
Okay. How do you feel about green energy?
I don't think there's any such thing as green energy. I think it's a mindset. There's energy and there's efficient energy and there's different types. I don't think green energy is an actual thing.
Yeah, I kind of agree. There's an environmental cost to everything.
And people that work in the solar world would agree with me.
Yes, because making solar panels is very not green.
Well, you have to hold them in the batteries.
Yes.
And guess what's not recyclable?
Batteries.
Exactly.
But solar panels themselves, you need rare earth minerals for, and getting those rare
and
earth
usually
minerals
everything
out of the ground.
underneath those panels usually dies.
Yes. So that's a problem. And so there was at one point, particularly during Obama's big push for shovel-ready jobs, there was a ton of money given out for solar power facilities. And one that was heralded as the next generation of powering California was the Ivanpah Solar Power Facility. $2.2 billion was put into this facility, and it was the wave of the future.
$2.2 billion.
$2.2 billion.
With the B.
This was a wild facility, okay? This was very like Archimedes mirror type facility. Here's a picture, and Blake's got a picture for you. These are all mirrors that are concentrating the sun onto that tower, and then that tower's the actual like solar power
It's the
generator.
collector.
Yeah. So it's wild. It's a death ray
Yeah.
all aimed at the top of this tower.
Yeah.
Which is wild. You know, I think of like solar panels that are collecting and going to a battery. I'm not thinking of like a death ray centering it. There was a lot
It
of
looked like there was
controversy.
multiple ones of those when Blake was putting up the thing. It looked like it was like
That's the big, yeah, there's this one and there's that one.
over
I don't
there.
know if they're
I think
connected.
There's one beyond it over there. And
Yeah.
so I think there's multiple ones.
So
of those.
these were in the desert, and a lot of people were like, hey, there's wildlife in the desert. There's not a ton of water, but there's ways that animals and plants get water in the desert, and this is going to interfere with all of it. And so it was a big hubbub because, you know, even in a wasteland environment, there's still
habitat.
life. There's still stuff. There's things that are
What's the rule? How
adapted
cute
to
does an animal have to be before you protect it?
exactly. So this had been the replacement for nuclear power plants that had gotten turned off because nuclear is super scary, even though it's the less
Probably the cleanest.
the least impactful of all
Yeah.
of the power sources.
Yeah, it's probably the
All right.
cleanest.
So a notable example, like I said, Ivanpah Solar Project's $2.2 billion solar thermal facility in the Mojave Desert, which has struggled to meet energy production expectations, had its significant environmental impacts, including, and this is insane, annual incineration of thousands of birds. Because it is a death ray. Those mirrors are focusing the sun and shooting it in a direction where birds are flying, and birds that fly in the way of that tower from the mirrors incinerate. They freaking catch on fire. Despite federal support and initial optimism about solar thermal technology's potential for baseload power, Ivanpah never exceeded 75% of its planned electricity output and continues to depend on natural gas in order to operate. So it needs natural gas just to function. It never exceeded 75% of its output. So PG&E recently announced that it would stop purchasing power from Ivanpah, and that's the end. It's going to be closed by 2039 because its primary customer is out, because it wasn't reliable and it wasn't efficient and it was incredibly expensive. So these were built to try and half the carbon emissions. They wanted to increase renewable energy targets by 50% by 2030, and they wanted 100% clean energy by 2045. So that's why these solar thermal whatevers were built, and not making it. We're now $2.2 billion poorer.
$2.2 billion try. Good try.
And it's a giant death ray that's
Good
burning birds in the air.
Good try, government. Yeah, there you go.
That's great.
Yeah, we're all happy with you wasting that money. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
So, yeah.
And yet we can't get our government open. Thank you.
Yeah.
So kind.
We love the work that you do.
Yeah.
And do is my analogy for this project.
Yes.
Yep. Doo-doo's very fitting here.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, it's just one of those things where they try and, it's a fish oil salesman that the government, tries to do. And this is another one of those things.
Yes.
So, and every type of energy has its own negative component to it. So,
do we have like a day where you can go and grab one of these mirrors so we can at least disassemble it for cheap, so we're no longer burning birds alive?
that's what I literally was sitting here thinking, okay, the demo of this, how long will it take to get that habitat back?
Yeah, I really wonder. And I wonder if there's anyone even researching that, because typically it's very easy to get a grant if you're trying to prove that something has to do with global warming or climate change, but proving that a climate change deterrent or green energy, whatever, is bad, that's really, really hard to get grant money for. So if anyone wants to study that, I'd be very interested to find out how long it takes before that section of Mojave Desert is normal again
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah, just to get the habitat back. I mean,
Yeah.
because there's always hidden consequences of these things that they don't talk about. They only talk about what benefits them and gets their contract passed. So, and that's part of the sales pitch. I mean, that's what salespeople do, and I'm a salesperson, so I understand that.
Mm-hmm. That Tap into the Trends is brought to you by Facial Rejuvenation Center. Ready to look as young as you feel? At the Facial Rejuvenation Center in St. Augustine, they specialize in natural, lasting results. Whether you're considering Botox, fillers, advanced skin treatments, or facial surgery, their expert team tailors every experience to your unique beauty goals. For more than 21 years, the Facial Rejuvenation Center has proudly served the local community, offering a wide range of services, including chemical peels, microneedling, dermaplaning, radio frequency treatments, laser hair removal, and more. Discover renewed confidence in a warm professional setting because you deserve to love the face you see in the mirror. Call 904-810-5434 or visit frcenter.com to book your consultation today.
And I want to say thank you to the wonderful people over there. My friend Sandy had some skin cancer issues on her face, and they have done an amazing job. Sandy, you're looking beautiful as always, and hopefully you're watching today. You know, Sandy is 84. Is that what she is, Blake?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe so.
So 84, 85 years old. So I mean, just beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And glad she's doing well, and happy to see her last night at trivia.
Absolutely. So, thank you, Facial Rejuvenation Center, for taking care of our people.
And she said that that's where she was going, and she's very happy.
Awesome. We love that. All right. SJC Airport Authority passes budget with no tax levied. The St. Augustine Airport Authority has officially approved its new budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year, and it comes with a 0% millage rate, meaning no new taxes for St. Johns County residents. Monday's budget hearing marked a fresh start for the airport after months of turmoil, including a criminal investigation and a series of high-profile resignations. It was also the first meeting for the 3 newly appointed board members. Board member Mario DiPola called for the approval of the balanced budget without taxing residents. He called it a significant accomplishment, but the airport still faces strong financial headwinds in the year ahead. The approved $5.8 million spending plan shows steep declines in key revenue sources, most notably a major drop in federal grant funding and a downturn in fuel sales. Fuel revenue is projected to fall from $1.49 million to $1.19 million, signaling slower aviation activity or slimmer profit margins. Lease income is expected to rise slightly, climbing just under 2% to $4.34 million. At the same time, operating costs are climbing. Spending on professional services jumped 60% from last year's estimated, reaching $700,600. Insurance costs are also up more than 20%. Repairs and maintenance continue to rise, and inflation is putting pressure on nearly every line item in the airport's budget. Meanwhile, federal grant support has dropped by nearly 80%, from more than $3.2 million last year to just $669,000 this year. That loss is partially offset by an increase in state grant funding, which is expected to climb to $3.6 million. Still, total grant revenue is projected to fall from $5.9 million to about $4.3 million. Board members also addressed leadership questions surrounding interim executive director Courtney Pittman. The board voted to work with legal counsel on a new 6-month contract paying Pittman $300,000 annually or until a permanent executive director is appointed. Officials say the months ahead will be critical as the airport navigates shrinking federal support, rising costs, and the search for stable leadership after a turbulent year. Hold on a second, guys. I got to put in my application.
Wait a second. Their budget's a minuscule compared to the county budget. And people were giving the county administrator crap about her salary. And her budget's over $1 billion, like $1.7 billion. And they're whining about a couple $1 million, and they're paying their executive director $300,000.
They will be when I get the job.
You don't see the balance there?
Well, I mean,
I don't know this person at all, and
Yeah.
you could possibly be, but government and government,
yeah.
something's out of balance.
Well, what caught my eye is spending on professional services jumped 60% from last year's.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, they had to because they didn't know
You
what the
had
hell
nobody on the
they didn't know
board.
what the hell- they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
You had nobody to pay on the board for
All right,
like
but hey,
forever.
I'm not complaining because it's off the tax rolls.
Ugh.
So right now, it's off the tax rolls. They don't get it straight. It sounds like it's going to be back on the tax roll. So keep,
Dude,
yeah.
that is
So,
quite a salary.
if they pay this person $300,000 and it goes back on the tax rolls, yeah, guess who's going to the meetings?
What's funny was I read
Mhm.
her salary and you immediately shot up. Your spine
No,
strained.
because I mean they give Joy so much crap,
Yeah.
and she has thousands of employees.
Mm-hmm.
How many employees they have at the airport?
They can't
I
keep
probably
them.
have more employees than she does, and I don't even consider myself a boss.
To be honest, they probably have more employees at the cafe than on the tarmac. So
Yeah, I mean, and the people over there are really nice that I've always worked with and stuff like that. But I'm sorry that's out of balance. Don't you go giving Joy any crap about her salary. You hearing that? So,
I don't.
whew, okay, I'm good.
Okay.
That's more
Propose.
than constitutional officer. That's more than sheriff makes.
Uh-huh.
I know they don't even they still don't have an actual airline here. It's only just like just like people's
You
like
guys
main
got some
planes.
explaining to do.
Do you get to fly free if you're in that position?
I don't. On what plane? They don't have.
Exactly.
They don't have any commercial airlines. NetJets isn't.
She
gonna-
had to ride.
NetJets isn't letting anybody fly free. I can tell you that.
No.
Even their own members.
Yeah.
So okay, all right. I'm almost over it.
So
Okay, all right.
that was a false start just
Thanks.
to see if he was going to interrupt me.
I was. So the two stories of the day is those two about spending in government. What else do we have from the Florida House?
This one theoretically won't cost more than printing costs for paper.
Okay, all right.
All right, you ready?
We'll see.
We'll see. Proposed Florida bill would require new teacher oath. A new proposal out of Tallahassee could soon require all Florida public school teachers to take a formal oath of allegiance to the state and the nation. Republican Representative Tom Fabrico out of Miami Lakes filed the bill called the Teachers Oath Act on October 13th. If passed, it would mandate that every classroom teacher in the state swear a professional oath before beginning their duties. Fabrico, who is also an attorney, said teachers should take an oath just like lawyers, doctors, and public officials do because, in his words, teachers hold something even more precious than money in trust. They are shaping the hearts and minds that will decide the future of this country. Here's the full text of the proposed teacher's oath. Quote, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and the Constitution and government of the state of Florida, that I am duly qualified for employment as a classroom teacher in this state, that I will well and faithfully perform the duties of a classroom teacher in a professional, independent, objective, and nonpartisan manner, that I will uphold the highest standards of academic integrity and professional ethics, that I will foster a respectful learning environment for all students, which promotes critical thinking, civic responsibility, and lifelong learning, that I will serve as a positive role model in both conduct and character, so help me God. Fabrico said that more than 30 states, including California and New York, already require similar teachers' oaths. He added that Florida's educators should lead by example and defend the freedoms that make America great. But not everyone is convinced the bill is necessary. The Florida Education Association, the state's largest teachers union, says current laws already require teachers to uphold state and federal constitutions. Spokesperson Kat Canfield questioned the motivation behind the proposal and asked whether it would also apply to teachers in private or voucher-funded schools. Fabrico says the measure is about restoring respect for the flag, the Constitution, and the timeless values that make America exceptional. The bill, House Bill 147, will be considered during Florida's 2026 legislative session, which begins in January.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Nope. Let them be.
I'm all for it because there's lots of people that work in government or in positions of trust that have to take oaths. He did mention doctors. He mentioned legislatures. He mentioned a few other examples. It's not unusual for teachers to have to take an oath of conduct. I say go for it.
I think if you suck at your hiring process, that's on you, and don't put it back on the people you're hiring, because teachers give a lifetime of an oath. They are poor by choice, all right, and they're working for the kids. And now some politicians telling them they need to take an oath could be where it's coming from that I don't like. Okay, you know, what oath did you take, Representative, whoever you are?
Don't they have to take an oath?
They probably
when
do,
they're sworn in?
but I mean,
I'm pretty
the
sure they have to
Constitution.
take an oath.
But the Constitution, I mean, he's putting this on someone else. It's not his. It's not in his realm. I'm sorry.
Well, he did
It's
point
in-
out lawyers, doctors, and public officials like himself have to take oaths because they're in a position of trust.
I don't agree with it. We already put too much on the teachers, and no, I'm not. And like I
They
said, it's
can't
coming
say
from.
a paragraph with their
it's-
hand raised.
Why do they have to?
Oh.
They've already chosen to take the job. Did I make you take an oath to take this job?
No, but I'm not a public official.
But you're giving out public information to a lot of people.
But I'm not a public official.
You work for the person who hires you, and that's no, you don't have to take a freaking oath. Come on, it's your right to not take this oath too. So
I like my personal it definitely feels like this bill like making them take this oath is it will be like a much easier way to like fire teachers if they say something like that might not like fit like the guidelines of said oath.
yes,
It doesn't sound like the bill has any teeth behind it if you don't
it's a waste of
it's
a waste of government time. It's a waste of government, and they'll have somebody who's in charge of this, so they'll hire 6 people to handle who's doing the oaths and who's administering. No, stop. Let them teach. Let them teach. Stop having them teach to the test. Let the teachers teach. That's what they signed up for. They chose that profession because they have a teacher's heart. You chose to be a politician because you know why, because you wanted the power. So
He's a lawyer.
Stop trying to step into there. So no, I don't agree with it. So
Opposite sides on this one.
Mhm.
All right, Troy, how do you want to check the comments?
I will thoroughly go through the tribe's commentary without a thesaurus.
All right, that thorough go through is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. And St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. All right, Troy, give us a comments report.
All right, so I'm gonna give the award to the cartoon animal that I didn't say is Wile E. Coyote, because I love Wile E. Coyote, because a lot of people don't really realize this, but Wile E. Coyote does all his own stunts, and he actually invented Amazon.
Yeah, because he has everything delivered.
That Acme stuff gets there quick.
Yeah, it does.
Like all in the same cartoon. So I mean, like
Jeff Bezos was sitting there like, I can make that happen.
I can make that happen.
Drone delivery.
So we didn't get a gas report from Joy. Joy, I hope everything's okay.
Yes.
Okay, we're worried about you. But appreciate you being in the comments. Costco was at $2.69 along with Buc-ee's. Kelly, cardboard and glass. I agree with you. Cardboard and glass is what we should be recycling. but I agree that cardboard should be in the big dumpsters and not picked up individually by all these. It's the trucks I have a problem with.
Yeah.
It's the manpower in the trucks it takes. They should be in dumpsters. Recycle your cardboard, recycle your glass, but it shouldn't be curbside.
Yeah.
That's where I have a problem. And also there was a statement about anti-American teachers. If those teachers are acting out, you know, then the principal has to take responsibility, be a boss, and make sure that that's not happening. This oath doesn't change whether or not that happens. And, you know, these codes of conducts and things like that, that doesn't, bad people are going to be bad people, good people are going to be good people. Don't add another thing to a teacher that's on them is my statement. So
That's your statement.
yeah.
All right. Do we have a Stoidum stat today?
All right, our Stoidum stat today is actually a part of history that many of us, I was too young to really remember it live. Blake, if you can put that picture up, I'd appreciate that. All right, and this is Tommy Smith and John Carlos at the Mexico City Olympics. They finished first and third
Okay.
at the Mexico City Olympics. They will raise their hands in for human rights.
Mm-hmm.
If you look closely and if you can scroll back out, Tommy Smith there, he's not wearing shoes. They're wearing black socks for the poverty of black society at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And he also is wearing a necklace, a beaded necklace. But a lot of people don't realize the Australian, you can go back to the wide angle shot. The Australian gentleman to the left there finished second in this race. And he offered to them to kneel as a solidarity with their cause, but he is wearing a pin at the same time as Tommy Smith and John Carlos, because they gave him a heads up of what was going to happen, and he was like, "Okay, I got you. I'm with you." You know, so it wasn't like they shocked and stole his moment too.
Yeah,
he was a part of it, and they went on to be activists, you know, for civil rights and human rights later in their career, but they got sent back immediately, and they temporarily had their medals taken from them.
yes.
So,
Yeah, there was quite a bit of backlash.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, and even Brent Musburger handled it horribly. You know, long time sports announcer, he handled it horribly. But at the time, that probably is what the sponsors wanted him to do, unfortunately.
Yeah. Lots of pressures and
But-
conflicting ideas at that point.
Yeah, it's one of those
Some
true
good,
moments
some
where
not so good.
sports meets real life and activism. So
For sure. All right, that's Stoidum Stat brought to you by St. August Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Iberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today because it's delicious. All right, do we have plugs, Troy?
we have plugs, and some people are disappointed we didn't do the Marineland story again, but there's still some stuff going on with it. We do know who the current bid is. There's some behind the scenes stuff that's happening.
Yep.
In a lot of different ways. So just stay tuned with it, because so many things are so speculative. That's the reason we didn't do the story today.
Yeah, there's a winning bid of the auction, but nothing is finalized until the end of the month when the judge makes the call, because the judge has a fair amount of say. Statements that the judge has made shows that this judge does seem to really consider the animals and their welfare, so that is hopeful. So there's stuff happening. We'll talk about it when there's more detailed things, but October 27th is when the judge makes the decision. So stay tuned.
All right.
Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube.
Blake, you have any plugs?
I actually surprisingly do have
Oh,
a
okay.
plug today.
Okay.
I jumped the gun.
I know normally I say no plugs, but this time I actually do have a plug
Let's do it.
because I finally decided, you know what? It's time to bring back the reaction tonight.
All right.
The reactions tonight
Yeah,
on Thursday Night Football?
You have Thursday Night Football because you know who's playing tonight? The Steelers versus the Bengals.
Oh, gosh.
The Bengals bracelet?
Well, there's a joke. There's a joke in there.
I'm sure there
Yeah.
is.
It's the
I think I get it.
that's the team that the transgender community likes because they've been gals.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to react to that. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on
So
YouTube.
sensitive, everybody.
And Rumble. Don't forget Bolly's tonight and the reaction. Bye, guys.
Bye.